Morning, guys. Welcome to Coffee Chat. Wow, what another absolutely gorgeous day it is out here. Getting awfully warm, too. I can feel the sun just smacking me right there on the cheek. Feels awesome, I'll tell you what. Guys, the things that are happening and are happening so fast are really telling a major story. Now, I was reading an article coming out of California that they're running a pilot program for driver's license on your phone. Now, it's open for up to, I think, 1.5 million residents can go out there and download the app and all this kind of stuff and get their driver's license on their phone. Now, they're still saying, hey, you're going to have to hold on to your physical one at this time as well, because, of course, you know, if you're pulled over by the police, they're not recognizing it yet. But, guys, this is telling us the story of what's going to be going on. You can literally see this push for the digital IDs that are coming around the world, and there are other states doing this as well, is a big deal, because, guys, we are being transitioned into an absolutely digital economy, a digital mechanism, a digital age. It won't be too much longer, guys, when we are absolutely going to see driver's licenses being issued electronically on all of our devices. Now, having said that, think about this. If we get rid of, all the plastic in our pockets and all that kind of stuff for, driver's licenses and our payment cards and on and on that goes with it and everything like that, what are you going to have to be holding at all times? You guessed it. You're going to have to be holding your phone at all times. There's no leaving it home anymore. Have you ever thought about that? Yeah, moving into this digital economy, we can see what the handwriting on the wall and what's coming with all the IDs and everything like that. But remember when all this was going on, and even in Canada, what was happening there? They were forcing people to download an app in order to re-enter their own country. And guess what? That app would be monitoring your movements. And we already know, guys, let's be honest. We already know with our phones and all these smart things, yeah, you can say, oh, I'm going to turn off my locating thing. I'm not going to let it be so specific, this and this and that. And then what do? They start killing off your favorite apps and all the various functions that are a part of them unless you do turn it on. So you're really motivated to do it. And then in the background, they got it going on anyway. It's just they don't want to be able to, track you within 3 miles, 3 meters. No. They want to be able to do it within 3 feet, if not better, with the technology that they're putting out there. And this is one of the problems that, of course, we're going to be having to deal with when we go into this new digital type of world. Of course, it's going to be the relinquishment of a lot of privacy. Now, my guess is we're going to see the crafting of absolutely new privacy laws, whereby, certain jurisdictions or certain, I should say, agencies will have access to certain things, but it can only be used in this, that, and whatever. And they will say all that kind of stuff unless you acquiesce and give it up voluntarily. But guys, it's coming. Whether we like it or not, the future is unfolding right before our very eyes. And what are one of the major projects in this space that works on digital identity in a powerful way? Well, guys, it's Hedera Hashgraph. Go check it out. Hedera Hashgraph has a big time push in the digital identity field in a powerful way. And in fact, if you were to go and see exactly how big and where it actually is employed, you would be absolutely flabbergasted. You just go to hedera.com and you read up on its use cases and look under digital identity and how it's being used. Guys, it is something else. And that tells me that we are literally on the cusp. It wouldn't take but, what, 1, maybe 2 years, and you're going to see this fully employed, in my estimation, with not just these pilot projects. These pilots are going to go through, obviously. They're just testing the, the glitches and the hitches. They're not testing whether, oh, is this good for us or not? Are you kidding me? No, they're doing it. All they're doing out there is finding out where the little bugs are and how we can clean those up. And that's what the pilots are for, right? So it's coming. And when you see that coming, what else is coming? Well, guys, we know we're moving in a digital monetary system, and big time, zero doubt, right? And of course, with central bank digital currencies, you're going to have to be able to interact with all these other things. If you're dealing with digital payments, you're dealing with digital, IDs, you're dealing with digital money and all that kind of stuff. Well, what's going to happen with the current system, guys? They're fading it away, and we know it. Now, you and I that are in this space, I'm telling you what, we are ahead of the crowd in a massive, massive way, way far ahead. Although it feels sometimes like we're late to the party, we are nowhere near late to the party, I'm telling you. And when this technology is really employed and truly starts taking off, and you see the absolute transition into this space in a big way, that's when I believe, and a lot of other people out there have come out and said this, whether they're Bitcoin maxis or, XRP maxis or whatever they are in this digital asset space, most all of us agree that when that switches are flipped, it is game on, because these assets, the necessity of them, the utility of them, and all that is going to be truly revealed. And boy, boom, is it going to be something. So you just hold on. I'm telling you what, we all need to be thanking God for the grace that we are aware of this space as we are right now. Now, a lot of people, we've gone out there ourselves, haven't we? We've told this one, we told that one, told our kids, parents, relatives, friends, and on and on and on. And you can literally see, like some people look at it, oh my gosh, and they've literally bought the whole line that, oh, this is a scary space, and, oh, it's all nefarious, and the only people that truly want to be involved are either fraudsters or tax cheaters, and on and on. You've heard the FUD. It just goes on and on. And there's people out there that literally buy that. Meanwhile, the infrastructure of how their society works is literally being shifted over to a digital economy right before their very eyes. It's almost like they're denying, they're literally like the ostrich and denying what they're actually seeing. And no amount of talking to them is going to convince them. And guys, you can only do so much. But for those of us that are here, listen, like I always love, the analogy I love to use is, we aren't the Lewis and Clarks, right? We are not the trailblazers or anything like that, the first people. Now, maybe a few of us are. And if you did, well, God bless you. You did amazing. Got into Bitcoin right at the beginning, early on or something like that. Or even into XRP back in 2013 like DAI did, Digital Asset Investor. There's some people out there that, they were the Lewis and Clarks for sure. But guys, what happened then? Well, you got pioneers that heard that, hey, new lands were opening, new adventures, go west, young man, that kind of stuff. And what did we do? We heard that call and we answered it, boy. And boy, we moved out here and we got out there into this digital asset space, and we staked our claim. We were doing I think it was the Oklahoma, rush or whatever it was. We went out there and we staked a claim. Now, what happens after that? Well, of course, that's when the settlers start coming in, right? They're not the pioneers, who had to live in the sod huts. Now the settlers come in and, they're bringing, their lumber mills, and they're doing all that and all that, and they're starting to build houses and things like that. Then, hey, what happens? Well, there's lots of people over there. I think that's a good opportunity to go and open up a store and start shipping goods and be one of the first ones out there, and I'll be able to, really benefit from this. Think of the gold rush. Hey, some of the people that made the biggest bank in the California gold rush, the Yukon gold rush and all that, were the outfitters, the people that actually went out there and saw the opportunity to open up a little store and started selling all the material that a lot of these, people going through the gold rush needed and wanted and all that kind of stuff. Well, hey, after the settlers come those merchants, and they start, planting in there, and boy, are they ever coming fast. Then, of course, after that, the merchants came all the industry. And with the industry, the establishment, right? That's what's going on. So consider yourself blessed how early you are. And the deal is this. Do you think that transition is going to take like 100 years like it did, for the pioneers all the way to where we are today? Absolutely not a chance. We're talking maybe 3 to 5 years. Things are changing. Bang, bang, bang. And that's why I say, hey, look, this next run could be the last one where we absolutely see mammoth levels of appreciation. Why? Because, guys, regulatory clarity is going to come soon, especially when you see the government issuing digital IDs and all this kind of stuff and the CBDCs, you're going to get regulatory clarity in this space. When you get regulatory clarity, you start to see institutional investment in a powerful way. And we're talking about pension funds and hedge funds and things like that, that really, because of their fiduciary obligations and responsibility, they couldn't touch this space with a 10-foot pole right now. But I'll tell you what, they are literally chomping at the bit to do it. Why? Because they can see the future and what it is going to be, and they know that's what the economy is going to look like. And so, guys, you get the regulatory clarity, you're going to get that institutional adoption. Now, when you do get that institutional adoption, those of us that got them really early, wow, the price appreciation that I believe that we're going to see is going to be one of the greatest wealth transfers in the history of mankind. That's why I say that. But think about this. After they come in and that risk starts to drop, what happens? Well, hey, the risk is off the table. The reward come down with it. And those future folks, you know, the settlers, the merchants, the industry, the establishment, all those people getting involved, when that kind of happens, aren't going to be getting it at the prices we did. And when it does move, it's not going to move to the same degree that it did before. Things are going to level out. So the level of percentage gains that we could see in comparison to what they will see, in my estimation, is going to be astronomically different. And that's why you just need to be thanking God for the grace that you've got to know about this space as early as we do. Things are changing, guys, and they're changing absolutely amazingly fast. Don't kid yourself. Now, I'll put a link down here so you can read the article for yourself. But if you're out there in California, I don't know if it's all filled up yet or not, but that's what they're doing. They're opening it up to 1.5 million residents to download this app, scan their ID onto their phones, and have their driver's license on their phone. And they'll explain how they go about using it and the data that, they're going to collect from you in this pilot, and on and on and on. So you might want to think about that. But guys, the world is changing, and that is an exciting thing. At the same time, it feels a little scary, doesn't it? Change always is scary. In fact, guys, when it comes to change, a lot of big-time organizations, government and private alike, they literally hire people to be managers of that change. Change management is literally a science, and it gets employed in the wide world because, of course, you want people to buy in. We know that people are resistant to change and that type of thing. And one of the big deals is communication. And think about it. How they communicate the change and the spins that they need to put on it so that they get widespread adoption and buy-in. But it's coming, whether we are afraid of it or not. These changes are coming in a powerful way. We may as well ride the wave and literally watch our lives change while we do it. Well, guys, I'll tell you what, I sure hope you're having an amazing and fantastic day. And we have a great video for you later on. And until then, have a great one and take care.